guys, it's Chris Luck, and today we're going to talk about this 1.4x extender and why I believe you don't need one, especially on a camera like this R5. Moon is out tonight, really beautiful, rose up over the mountains here, and I took some photos with both with and without the extender, and I'm going to show you in Lightroom photos are sharper without the extender. And I just fixed the autofocus, I had it off on the camera. When I'm shooting Aurora at night, I forget to turn it back on. But anyway, so sunset here, just south of Delta Junction, really pretty night. It's not the best for compositions because there's a lot of trees around, but with this zoom lens, this is the Canon RF 100-500, and this one is the RF 1.4. I do wish there was some better spots to take photos, but basically, your photos are going to be sharper without a extender. And also, when you use an extender, you're losing some f-stop, which means you're going to have to raise your ISO or reduce your shutter speed. And when you're shooting the moon, I shoot it handheld, and I like to have somewhat of a faster shutter speed. But so if you have to raise your ISO, you're going to lose some colors, you're going to lose some sharpness, because the RF 1.4 extender will make your photos just a little bit softer. It's not super noticeable, especially if it's daylight. They're okay in daylight, but I'm going to show you in Lightroom right now why the photos are sharper without the extender. So don't waste your money on one.
Alright, I'm going to show you the difference here. The left photo with the 100-500 was taken a little bit earlier. The moon did have some clouds behind it, so it did affect the sharpness just a little bit. We will have some more examples later. You can see that the 1.4 doesn't have terrible sharpness for being zoomed in very far. When I compare it with the 100-500, they look the same, but like I said, there are a little bit of cloud distortion affecting the image. You can really notice a sharpness difference when you look at the ledges of the mountains. And now when you look at this one with the 1.4, really is a lot more soft. Now this is earlier that day, or maybe a couple days before. You can see the big difference here in the grain with sharpness, but look how far zoomed in you are. It's something that could be easily corrected. If they look that similar, in my opinion, it's not worth having the 1.4 extender. Okay, moving on to the wildlife, there is a little bit of a difference, but you can see that they look almost the same in terms of sharpness. It's zoomed in quite a bit. These caribou were about maybe 100 to 300 yards away, depending on the time. Okay, I do not have the extender with me, so I can't show it to you in person here. I returned it to Lens Rental. I do want to say, I was actually kind of shocked with how sharp this one was, but my moon photos were not over 1000 ISO. On a modern mirrorless camera, if you're under 3200 ISO, you really can't notice it unless you're pixel peeping. You zoom 100,000% into the photo, you'll notice a difference. But standard viewing and for printing and for viewing on Instagram and whatnot, you really won't notice a difference. In that case, you're better off just cropping in if you don't want to spend $500 on an extender. Some people don't want to crop in and post, so if they want to spend the money, they can. But I personally believe that in 2022, you do not need a 1.4 converter on your camera. 500 millimeters is enough. Anything further, you're gonna get some astropheric distortion. It's hard to get sharp past 600 millimeters. I know Canon released the 800 and a 1200 millimeter lens. I just don't see how they can be sharp at such a long range. They have a unique purpose. My suggestion is get closer to your wildlife or get closer to the moon. Take a rocket up there. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video right now. I'm gonna leave you with some photos that I've taken with and without the extender, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm gonna show off the Chattanooga Lodge. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
It's calling